People love to judge what they see. My brother thought success meant owning a house, driving a flashy car, and showing off every penny. He used to laugh at me, his pathetic little brother who still rents. But the thing is, he never asked why I was renting. My brother, Daniel, was the golden child. By 30, he had a mortgage, a BMW, a perfect family, and a massive ego to match. Every family dinner was the same. "You still renting, huh? When are you going to grow up?" He'd say, smirking, and every time, I'd smile, sip my drink, and say, "Soon, bro. I'm working on something bigger." He'd laugh. Everyone would. No one believed the quiet kid with a cheap car and a small apartment could amount to anything. But I was fine with that, because they didn't know the truth. For 10 years, I kept my plan a secret. While Daniel flaunted his success, I studied the market. I learned how the rich really build wealth, not through the house they live in, but through the properties they own. While he bragged about paying off his 3-bedroom house, I was quietly investing every spare dollar I had into real estate funds, distressed properties, and silent partnerships. No one noticed, not even him, because I stayed quiet. And quiet money moves the world. It wasn't easy. There were months I couldn't afford groceries. Times I slept on the floor because my rent money went into a property deal. Daniel called me irresponsible. "You can't even afford furniture, bro." He laughed. I smiled again, because he didn't see what I was building. He didn't see the 12-hour days. He didn't see the risk, the fear, the moments I almost gave up. But every time I looked at my portfolio spreadsheet, I reminded myself patience pays. Then, the numbers started growing. 1 property became 5, 5 became 50. Soon, I wasn't just investing locally, I was buying worldwide. Dubai, Singapore, New York, London. My fingerprints were everywhere. Not as a landlord, but as a silent partner in major developments. People still saw the renter, but behind the scenes, I was building an empire worth $750 million. Last Christmas, Daniel invited me over. He'd just finished paying off his house and couldn't wait to rub it in. "See this?" he said, patting the wall. "This is what hard work looks like. You wouldn't understand." I chuckled. "You're right. I probably wouldn't." Then he asked what I was doing with my life. So I pulled out my tablet, and I showed him the properties, the partnerships, the skyscrapers, the valuation $750 million. The room went silent. He looked at me, his mouth half open, his pride shattered. This is yours?" I just nodded. Daniel didn't speak for a while. When he finally did, he said, "Why didn't you tell me?" I smiled. "Because you wouldn't have believed me." And he was right. Sometimes silence is the best strategy. You don't need to prove yourself to people who only measure success by what they can see. Because real power, real wealth, grows quietly. Now, when people ask why I still rent, I tell them, because I own everything else. Never underestimate the one who stays quiet. They're usually building something the loud ones could never dream of.